our offering and support to partners, selling style, felicitation. So first, I would like to introduce my company and the promoters, founding members. So Ashok Kumar Agarwal ji is the executive chairman and promoter. There are two promoters and a co-founder of this Globe Capital. The first one is Ashok Kumar Agarwal ji. He's the executive chairman and promoter of the company, and he is a chartered accountant for 30 years. He was elected as a youngest president of Delhi Stock Exchange Association Limited in 1994. He was also awarded Vyapar Shri Award in 2000 by Delhi Stock Exchange. He was awarded a National Citizen Award by Rev Mother Teresa for his outstanding contribution in the development of Indian capital market. The other promoter is, and he's also co-founder, Yashpal Mendireta. He's also a chartered accountant having a 30 years of experience. Mr. Mendireta is driving force behind the success of Globe Capital Market Limited. He's an active member of Depository Participation of India, NSC member of India for advising various issues on capital market and depository service activity. I hope you people are understanding what is a depository service. I'll explain you later. So this is the introduction of the promoters. The management is Nidhi Agarwal is the director. She is managing the HR. Arpit Agarwal ji is managing. He's also director. He's managing the broking business. Sahil Mendireta ji, he's a director and managing uh, this wealth business, and as well as whatever the software we require for the updation and whatever. So that is maintained by Sahil Mendireta. Ankit Agarwal ji is also a director and he's managing the PMS. We have a number one PMS in Pan India. So we have a 3,000 representative office across India, 27 years of existence, and we have a clearing services contribution, clearing volume in equity, commodity, currency. So clearing is something, there is always a clearing member between the exchange and the broker. So our 40% revenues comes from clearing. So what is the role of clearing is whatever trade we place in a broker. So what happens is that trade goes to the clearing member and clearing member confirms to exchange whether this client have a fund or not. And according to his advisory, the trades get settled. So we are in the business of clearing service, and 40% revenue comes from clearing services. Number one PMS performance 3 and 5 years CAGR basis. So we are having a portfolio management services which is number one in terms of generating revenue. Sorry, in terms of generating returns. So the Globe clearing member contribute 22.5% in equity and BSE derivative segment. In Globe commodity derivative MCX contribute 29.92%. Globe currency in NSE, BSE, MCX, SX altogether they contribute 22.92% total volume in exchange. So if I ask you what is the volume, today's volume of the exchange, so it is more than 1 lakh crore. So out of 1 lakh crore, we contribute 27% of total volume happens in across exchanges in India. So we are also awarded with the clearing member of the year in 18-19 as well as in 20. So we was awarded MCS Excellence Award, India Best Market Analyst Award, CXIM Bank Award, Amenity Corporate Excellence Award, Order of Merit Award. So we got a lot of awards from the reputed exchanges. So this is our income is somewhere 8,574 crore and 857 crore, and our profit is more than 300 crore. So this is our net worth. Total asset is 7,474 crore and net worth is. So I'll start. I hope being a student, you people are aware of what is GDP, so you won't find it difficult to understand what is GDP. So in 2007, we reached the $1 trillion club $GDP. And it means that it took somewhere 50 years to be a $1 trillion GDP. And in 2015, we become $2 trillion GDP. It means that it took only 7 years to be a $2 trillion GDP. Now, what we are estimating that we will be a $3 trillion GDP by 2023, and in 2026 we will be a $4 trillion, and in 2029 we're estimating that $5 trillion GDP. Earlier we estimated that we will be a $5 trillion GDP by 2025, but because of COVID, now are estimating that by 2029 we will be a $5 trillion GDP. So just to confirm, what do people understand by GDP? If anyone can confirm what is a GDP and what is your understanding about GDP. If you don't understand GDP, then it would be deep. Let me, then I'll explain you what is GDP and then we'll go ahead. So any one of you, can you unmute yourself and explain me what is your understanding about GDP? If GDP goes up, how you people will be benefited, or how we benefit?
Harpreet,
Yeah.
I think let's keep the question answer sessions till the end. Otherwise, there will be a disruption in the.
No problem, no problem. So
Yeah.
just I wanted to confirmation whether they understand that they have a concept clear. If their concept clear, then it is easy to make them understand. So that's the reason.
No worries, and these are all commerce students. I think GDP is something they should all know, but if they don't, they will call you. They will find out.
No problem, no problem. I'm continuing.
Right? Okay.
Yeah. So what we expecting that if we will be a $5 trillion GDP by 2029. So if the GDP goes up, the related sector also goes up. Now, if you look at this US, the US was $1.4 trillion GDP in 1980, and the US took this. Yeah, am I audible to everyone? Because there was some. Yeah, thank you. So if you look at the US took 8 years to be a $5 trillion GDP from 1.4, and the US took 7 years to be a $5 trillion GDP. The China took 4 years to be a $5 trillion GDP. Now, if you look at us, we are somewhere $2.7 trillion GDP, and we're expecting that we will be a $5 trillion GDP by 2029. So if you look at the market cap, so market cap, if you look at the US, the market cap become double in this time, and the Japan, the market cap become 1.3 times. If you look at the Chinese, the market cap grown by 9 times, and what we expecting that we were somewhere 2.7 trillion. Now we are $3 trillion market cap, and we will be a more than this $4 trillion market cap. So the GDP goes up, the market cap also goes up. So this is a price to book value. It shows that market, whenever we are considering or whenever you're looking at a fundamental of any country or their market, so we look at this parameter. So if you look at this parameter, it shows that market price to book value is 4.24 times. So if you look at the chart, so you will find that whenever it goes more than 6%, so it becomes red. So 4.24, it shows that still there is steam, market can go up beyond this level. Just give me a 1 minute. Just give me a one. So price to book value shows that how much steam is left, how market whether can go up or not. So it shows in price to book value. Now, if you look at the market cap to GDP, so market cap to GDP means whenever market cap goes above 100, it says that it is expensive, and when it is below 100, it shows that the markets are affordable. So, but in the case India, it is seen is different. Whenever when what we used to think is that when a market cap to GDP goes to 80, it means that is expensive, and whenever it comes to 60 or 65, it is affordable. We can enter into the market, but in a COVID time, what we have seen that, or what we have experienced, that a lot of money printing happen in all over the countries, due to which what happened is market cap, the definition of market cap to GDP is totally changed. Now, if you look at this US market cap to GDP, you will find that the market cap to GDP is 204.9 times. So it means that whenever market, what this definition shows, that whenever market cap to GDP goes to 150, it is affordable, and when it is go beyond 200, it is expensive. So in the same way, the definition is also changed in India. Now, if you look at the market cap to GDP, it is 115. What we expect estimating that if it go beyond 150, it is a expensive, and below that it is affordable. So 115 is a comfortable zone where we can enter into the market. Now, why I'm showing this market, this market cap to GDP shows you where what you can project after seeing this estimation, this chart, कि market आगे के 3 साल कहाँ जाएगा, where market can go ahead after 3 years. So if you look at December 2007 data, the market cap to GDP was 134, where we have seen their depression the market, and there was a negative return by minus 1.2%. Market cap to GDP was 61%. The market has given 22.2% returns in 3 years. When the market cap to GDP is 101, the market was negative by 2.2%. In August 13, when the market cap to GDP was 58%, the market has given 16.5% return. In 2016, when the market cap was 64%, the market has given 16% return. So that the definition is changed. Yes, as I told you earlier, that where earlier we used to think that whenever market is market cap to GDP is 60, it is affordable, and when it is go beyond 75 to 80, it is expensive. Now 115, still we feel that it is affordable. One can enter into the market. When it is go beyond 150, we can book the profit and wait for the correction. So this is important when you are analyzing the market. This is the result. This is first quarter result. So if you look at Reliance Industry year on year has 7.9% growth. HDFC Bank 14.4% growth, Infosys 21.75% growth, HDFC Limited 39.41% growth, ICICI Bank Limited 38.75% growth, TCS 28.12%. Kotak Mahindra is the only bank which reported negative growth. Otherwise, all the banks have reported a positive growth. ITC 30.24% growth, Axis Bank 114.29% growth. Now, if you look at the EPS of Nifty, which was hovering somewhere 350 to 400. 350 to 400. Now, if you look at the EPS of Nifty, it is running somewhere 650. And what we are targeting that within 2 years, we will the EPS of the Nifty would be somewhere 750. So if you look at 750, now the market is running somewhere 16,700. If I'm talking about the Nifty, or close to 17,000, 17,200. Nifty 17,200. So now the current P is somewhere 25. Now, if you multiply there's a current P with 750. So the Nifty ka jo target, what the Nifty target would be somewhere 18,500 to 19,000. But what we have seen in the past, that the Nifty P can go up to 30%. If you multiply 30 with 750, so the Nifty target comes to 22,500. So yes, we are bullish in the Nifty. Still we can enter into the market and we can make a profit. So that's how we analyze the market. So which sector can perform with GDP or with a Nifty? So if you look at this health sector, you will find that India. If you look at India, India contribute 3.7% in 2018 of total GDP, and now they are spending 3.6% of total GDP. China used to spend 3.9%, now they are spending 5%. The US used to spend 4.6%, now they are spending 17.1%. Japan was spending 4.4%, now they are spending 10.9%. So because of COVID, now India will also start investing in the health sector. In returns, this is the sector which looks lucrative. One can invest in there's a healthcare sector and can make a profit. This is home consumption. So being a broker, so how you can analyze कि आपको किसको target करना है. So if you look at 29.32% population, they spend $1,000 in a year. If you look at 29.41% population, they spend 1,000 to $2,000 in a year. 39.66% population, they are spending $2,000 to $4,000 in a year. And only 1.62% population are there, they're spending more than $4,000 in a year. So if you look at this 2,000 to 4,000 spending population, they can be our customer. If you look at if we target such type of customers, so we can make a profit or we can have a good volume in our business. And if you can target 1.62% population, so you can sell this PMS scheme to these kind, because they are a HNI customer and they like to invest in PMS type of products, because the ticket size of PMS is 50 lakhs. Banks. So data shows that earlier, if you look at new disbursement, the disbursement was more in public sector bank. Now the trend has changed totally. Now people start taking the loan from private sector bank, and we are targeting that we will be a $5 trillion GDP. So the bank is the most advanced taking sector कि उनको ज़्यादा benefit होगा. So they are more beneficiary of this $5 trillion GDP. So if you want to take a bet on a bank, so you can take a bet on the private sector bank rather than public sector bank, because what we feel that whatever the business they have, it will totally shift to private sector bank. So we are betting on private sector. Now, if you look at the NPA numbers are come down to pre-COVID level. So now we are very much comfortable with these two banks, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank. This is not a recommendation, just I'm giving you the views how you can track or how you can analyze your company before the investment. Doubling of per capita GDP. When the GDP goes up, the income of the people also goes up. So as income goes up, their spending habit also change. Now, if you look at if you earn $1,000 in a month or in a year, so what you do is you spend $600 for your basic requirement, $100 for discretionary spend, and 300 rupees is a saving. Now, if your income have gone up from 1,000 to 3,000, in that case, what will be the case? You will spend 750 rupees for your basic, and discretionary will go up 10 times, 1050, and your saving will go up by 4 times. Your saving will go up by 4 times. It means that the saving converts to investment. So it creates an opportunity being a broker. Debt to GDP, if you look at debt to GDP, it means in India, the debt to GDP is 10.2%. If you compare with UK, where is 88%. Yes, but because there is social security, people don't afraid to spend because of social security. In India, we don't have a social security. But trend is now changing. The interest rate has come down significantly. So debt to GDP is also increasing. So what we are targeting that India ka debt to GDP will go up to somewhere 40% of the GDP. So again, the banks will be the beneficiary. So this is the volumes what we have seen in broking industry. So you can see that how the volumes goes up from 2006 to 2018. Yes, distribution revenue also gone up, and there is no volatility in distribution revenue. So this is a chart, and what we have seen that whenever market comes down, so if you look at in 2008, the market came down because of subprime issue from 6,200 to 2,200 Nifty level, and again it goes up, and we have seen that coal scam, 3G scam, market came down. But whenever market comes down, it creates an opportunity and again goes up. So this is a chart from 2008, and you can see that Corona pandemic event also market came down, and again market has come up. So whenever if you invest for a long term, the market always gives return. So this is the video. Whenever you visit the customer, you can
I truly believe that thoughts are the greatest.
I
tool
hope
to
the
change
voice is audible to everyone.
power and success in the world. Everything begins with thoughts.
Yes,
Become
sir.
reality. You are where you are today, in part because of what you've been saying about yourself. Words are like seeds. When you speak something out, you give life to what you're saying. If you continue to say it, eventually that can become a reality. Whether you realize it or not, you are prophesying your future. This is great when we're saying things like, I'm blessed, I'm strong, I will accomplish my dream, I'm coming out of debt. That's not just being positive, you are prophesying victory, prophesying success, prophesying new levels. Your life will move in the direction of your words. Too many people go around prophesying just the opposite. I never get any good breaks. I'll never get back in shape. Business is slow. I'll probably get laid off. Flu season is here. I always get it. They don't realize they are prophesying defeat. It's just like they're calling in bad breaks, mediocrity, lack. You can't talk defeat and expect to have victory. You can't talk lack, not enough, can't afford it, never get ahead, and expect to have abundance. If you have a poor mouth, you're going to have a poor life. If you don't like what you're seeing, start sowing some different seeds.
So the first thing you have to do is you have to become conscious of your unconscious thoughts. You got to notice your automatic habits and behaviors. You have to become aware of your emotions that keep you anchored to the past. And if you can become so conscious of the unconscious states of mind and body that they would never slip by your conscious awareness again, you're becoming familiar with the old self so you don't return. Then if you begin to think about new ways of being defined by a vision, plan your behaviors, review them in your mind. Now, if you keep doing that over and over again, you begin to become familiar with the new state of mind. At the same time, if you can emotionally cultivate your inspiration, your joy, your enthusiasm ahead of the experience, by repeating that over and over again, cultivating that state, it's going to begin to become familiar to you. So then the process of change then requires unlearning and relearning, breaking the habit of the old self, reinventing a new self, unmemorizing emotions that are stored in the body. Then here's the key: reconditioning the body to a new mind, to a new emotion. It's literally moving from your past to your future. It's losing your mind and creating it. And so then when we begin to understand that in that process, it's going to feel a little bit unfamiliar, uncomfortable. And if you can relax into that, instead of going back to the past, continuously invest in your future, sooner or later it'll begin to become easier and easier and easier. And all of a sudden, when you least expect it, something amazing is going to happen in your life. And when that event begins to occur, you're going to pay attention to what you did inside of you now to produce the effect outside of you. And that's called human empowerment. And there isn't a person in the world that's excluded from this equation.
Someone's watching this, they have a thing that something they want to change, and it's not sticking. And maybe it's not the environment. Maybe you can check about your habits, but maybe it's your beliefs and your values. Some people will not get themselves to read every day because they don't value reading every single day. Right? Some people won't. Let's say the behavior they want to change is, we did a podcast on how to remember names. I can teach them step by step on how to remember the name of the people they meet, yet they won't do it because they don't value it, or because that's not important to them, or they don't believe that they can. Right? Just like we talked about earlier, saying your brain is like a supercomputer, and your self-talk is a program runs. If you tell yourself you're not going to remember your names, will not remember because your supercomputer not to. They don't have to believe that enables that. So when I say all behavior is belief driven, if you want to do this behavior, whatever it is, journal, whatever it is, then you need a belief that allows that to happen, because that's the program.
So how do you get that belief? Because you're going to feel like you're faking it.
Right.
That's where most people stop, right? They think, okay, I get it. I hear what you're saying, that if I am able to shift my belief, then I can get a different behavior. but I don't believe it. So now I'm just sort of faking it. How do you help people overcome that?
Right. And so so some people approach it like they know this quote where they fake it till they make it, right? So my thing with belief is like when I do trainings and groups or are online, my favorite way of changing belief is getting them to do something they never thought they could do because it opens up another possibility. So for example, in 1954, Roger Bannister, he broke the 4-minute mile, right? And
Okay, I got the chat that the volume is too low, so I'm proceeding with my presentation. So, hard work, consistency, time equals to result. So, after becoming a stockbroker, what you have to do is you have to do a regular client meeting. Which type of customer you want to visit as like a derivative, like a trader or a full-time trader. What you need to do is you just have to bring 10 accounts with 50K margin every month. If you can do this activity for 15 months, what will happen? After 15 months, you would be earning 1.26 lakh rupees every month. Now you will say that I'll work for 15 months and who will take care of your day-to-day expenses? Now what happens is on the first month, you would be earning 8,400 rupees. On second month, you would be earning 16,000 rupees. On the third month, you will be earning 25,000 rupees. On the fourth month, you'll be earning 30,000. In the same way, from 15 months onward, you would be earning somewhere 1,26,000 rupees every month. What you need to do is you need to bring 10 accounts with 50K margin every month, and you have to do this activity for 15 months. After 15 months, you don't have to do anything. 1.26 lakh rupees will credit to your account. What you need to do is you need to place a 4 trade. Just by placing the 4 trades in a month, you can earn such type of income every month. You don't have to do anything. You are on the vacation, wherever you want. You are doing, you enjoying your life. This amount will credit to your account every month after 15 months. So this is from my side. Now, if you have any query, any question, you can ask.
We would like to express our sincere gratitude to you, sir, for sharing these valuable tips and tricks with the audience. We truly admire you, sir, and are super energetic after hearing from you. Before moving ahead, our audience has few questions for you.
Yeah.
So the first question from Navya is, as a broker or a trader, how can I choose which platform is best for me?
No, I didn't get it.
As a broker or a trader, how can I choose which platform is best for me?
See, being a trader, what happens is being a trader, investment is what? Being an investor, you have to wait for your money to grow. What happened? But in being a stockbroker, just you have to bring the account. What happens is if your one account got stuck, you have another account. You can make them churning. So out of churning, you will get the brokerage, right? But being an investor, what you need to do is you have to just stick with your investment till they grow. And it is very difficult to understand whether market will go up or go down, and it is also very difficult to figure out the stock which can perform right over a period of time. So being a stockbroker is always have an edge over investor.
Okay, so I guess that answered perfectly to Navya's question.
Yeah.
So the next question is, what is a sub-broker franchisee?
See, what happens is if let's say Globe Capital is a broker, so we have to deposit 2 crore rupees as an initial margin, and then we can start our organization. Sub broker can start their broking business just with a 50,000 rupees. Just bring a 50,000 rupees, you become a sub broker of Globe Capital. Now, what happens is whatever facility we have or whatever technology we have, you can use that technology and can make a money.
Okay, sir, thank you so much. Definitely using the right technology. So
Yeah.
moving to the next question, that is, do you have any advice for a new broker?
See, what happened is when I started my career, nobody was told me that if you start your business, you can grow much better than what you are earning now. So I regret that, but now I cannot start my business because I have family. I have an 80 years old kid, and I have to bear a lot of expenses. But the newcomers, those who have just passed the exams or they pass out the college, they can start the business, right? And over the period of time, you will not regret that you're working for somebody else. You're working for yourself, right? You can, there is an immense opportunity, the way you work, uh, uh, so according to your work you can make money, so it's totally depend on you. You're not working for somebody else. You have to come to 9 to 6 job, right? So being a broker, it is you have a liberty, whatever time you want to spend, you can spend, or you will also have a healthy family life if you start a business.
Thank you so much, sir. But we would like to interrupt a bit. We have
Yeah.
Puluk sir between us, the
Yeah.
Vice President of PSC Institute Limited. It would be an honor for us if you would address our students and let them know a few words of wisdom.
Thank you very much for that. Harpreet, sorry to sort of interrupt your flow. I think you have done a very well-researched presentation. However, I feel that it may be slightly technical for the students.
Yeah.
You used a lot of technical terms like trillion, and when you did the fundamental analysis of the country, you use certain ratios which they may not be aware of. So I thought, let me sort of intervene and sort of tell the students not to focus on the technicalities, but basically Harpreet's purpose was to tell you that you are very fortunate to be a student at this time when Indian economy is poised to take off. I think this is something I cannot emphasize more, because when we, and I don't know how old Harpreet is, perhaps definitely younger than me, when we were young, we really felt that there was not much of chance of growth in India, and all of us were looking for opportunities to go abroad, and I was guilty of the same. But right now, I think it is the time to remain in India and take advantage of this huge growth that's going to come. And I can't agree with Harpreet more that the banking sector is going to lead this growth. And that's why he, I think, hinted that there are private sector banks where you can invest, but maybe you're students now, so you might like to take advantage of this opportunity of this huge growth in the capital market that's going to come. He told you that how growth in GDP is linked to the growth in capital market, how that is linked to the growth in GDP. And if the GDP is going to be $5 trillion, you can imagine where the capital market will go when the GDP of an economy becomes 5 trillion. And basically his presentation was to tell you how, as a broker, as a young broker, you can take advantage of this growth. Obviously, all of you will not choose that path. But those of you who don't choose that path and wish to just invest in the stock market, there are plenty of stocks that will be available. But as I told you yesterday during my small conversation with you, that only 1% of the people who invest in the market, they are knowledgeable. And if you are knowledgeable, then take my word, you will definitely gain from it. And I know a lot of people who are expert investors, they just work 3 hours a day and that's it. And then they go and play golf or do any other recreational activity, and they perhaps earn more than maybe a lot of CEOs of companies. So that is the kind of money that you can make from the stock market. So there's a huge potential. And global capital market is one of the largest brokers in India for both Bombay Stock Exchange and National Stock Exchange, and they are probably one of the biggest recruiters as well. So I think it's good that you got a presentation from Globe Capital Market today. So I just wanted to intervene to tell all of you that don't get stuck in the technicalities. It's just that the future is very bright. Future of the economy is very bright. The future of the stock market, the capital market is very bright, and accordingly, your future as students are very bright as we move forward. So that's all I wanted to tell all of you. Congratulations to all of you for being a student at this stage of India's economic growth. And I hope you will be able to take advantage of this growth and participate in India's growth story. All right, and thank you. And I'm happy that the 120 students were there for this particular presentation. And that's all. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, before to review, like we are very curious to ask a question that what kind of courses can students take up?
Yeah, so we have courses right from the basic course in stock market to advanced courses in stock market. We have courses in how to understand the derivative market and how to take advantage of that. Then we have courses on fundamental and technical analysis. We have a lot of courses. So I think we are going to share it with Manjot ma'am and the team, and definitely we will have another session where we are going to tell you all about the courses that we have on offer, so that you by the time you graduate, you are able to take advantage of the opportunities that come in the capital market.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll surely sum up all the insights given by you. Now I'd like to give the virtual mic to Sir and Manvi to take over the session.
Thank you so much, sir. These few minutes of yours were very as an eye-opener for all of us. So, sir, can we start with the Q&A again? Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
So can we start with the Q&A again?
Okay, Pulak sir, Harpreet sir is still there. Actually, students had few questions.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'm done. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, sir, do you, one of the students had this question that do you feel a stockbroker controls the market?
No. The stock market cannot be controlled by a stockbroker. See, what happens is the stocks runs by institution, like a domestic institution or FIS. So what happens is whenever they buys, they call as re-rating. So whenever it feels that there is a immense expansion in this business, so accordingly they give a PE to that company. PE is meant price to earning. So the stockbroker don't have any control in price.
Okay, sir, thank you so much. Moving to the next question, that is cheap stockbroker sites to gain knowledge from. What are the cheap stockbroker sites we can use to gain the knowledge?
See, you can follow this BSc course, or what you can do is if you enroll our BA, this is a sub broker. So we give a 5 days training and one training every week till you become expert in this industry. Once you become expert, so once in a month we will train you, but till you become expert, we'll give you a weekly training to every month. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that solved the query of many people.
Yeah.
So, moving on to the next question. What does it mean when someone says that the market is down?
Market is down means, see, what happens is like Sensex and Nifty, they're the barometer to look at whether market is up or down. So if you look at the Nifty is somewhere 17,200 and Sensex is close to 60,000. Now market goes down means the market go below 60,000. It means that market is in bearish mode. When it goes up, it means the senses also go up. So we say that market is in bullish mode. So that is a bearish and bullish.
Thank you, sir. Moving to the next question. What are the mistakes that one should avoid during a market crash?
See, what happens is 90% of the investors lose the money. Why? Because they don't have a behavioral management. If you have a behavioral management, so you can make a money. So because we can't control our emotions, so that is the reason 90% people lose money. So if you want to be a 10%, so first you need to have a strong conviction. Whatever you're buying, you should have a strong conviction. If you have strong conviction, you can stick with that stock. So rather, if the price comes down, you can add more shares. But if you are not conviction, then it is a difficult time.
Okay, thank you, sir. That must have been helpful for our audience.
Yeah.
The next question is, what are the dividends and how to invest using dividends?
See, there are two types of company. First is give dividend. The second one is not giving dividend, but they are expanding. For example, the company, what we used to think that the company is giving dividend. Why? Because they are making the profit. That is the reason they are giving dividend. So if you want to make a dividend, so like let's say a Coal India or ITC, you won't find any price appreciation in this stock, but you will definitely get 8 to 10% dividend every year. So there are two types of company, which the one is a growth company. They don't give dividend, but they keep on growing. So same the price reflect in your stock price. So dividend means profit making company, and see the company which are not giving dividend, then in that case you have to look at the earning per share. If the EPS is in a positive, it means that company is in profit. If the EPS is in negative, it means the company is not making profit. So that is how it works.
Thank you so much, sir, for telling about the EPS and the dividends. Moving to the next question, which is, what is the volatile market and how to invest in them?
Volatile market is very good for the traders. So volatile market is something, the market is in a range bound. Volatile market, you can say that 10% up, 10% down, 10% up, 10% down. So it creates an opportunity that you can enter at the lower price and sell at a higher price. So volatility means there is no direction where the market will go up or go down. It will be in the range bound. So it's created an opportunity for the trader those who trade in futures. So they buy at a lower price and sell at an upper price. So this is a volatility.
Okay, so we have a following up question for the same. So how to minimize the risk factor while investing in stocks?
See, what happens is if you have a conviction, right, and you're investing for a long term, so definitely you're going to make a profit, provided you should have a conviction key. What is the growth of that company? If you're investing in the company, there is no growth like a Jet, or there are a lot of companies which has crashed because there was no growth of fake information. So first thing is your conviction should be high when you're buying any stock. And secondly, your fundamentals should be very strong if you're investing for a long time. Or if you are investing for a short term, in that case, your technical knowledge should be good. Let's say Reliance Industry, now price is somewhere 2,300, and what we are expecting that it can go beyond 4,000. But it will not go in a straight way, right? It will come down, it will go up, it will come down, it will go up. So how conviction you have about that particular share? Whenever share comes down, you will add more share, and when it will go up, you will liquidate what you have bought for trading purpose. So that's how you can trade in the market.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing these valuable tips. Moving to the next question, which is, what is the most important rule of investing?
What is the most rule of investing?
Yes, sir.
So the rule of investing is there is no, you should not time the market. You give time to your investment. If you start timing the market, then the moment you start losing your money. But if you're giving the time to your investment, you definitely will make money. Now, if I give the example, our promoter started with a one-room company, right? Now they have become very big corporate. Now you can see that they are making 300 crore rupees profit. They followed the one thing. They time their investment. They're given the time to their business, and today they are very rich. So that's how this philosophy also applicable to your investment decisions also.
Thank you, sir. I guess that must have solved the query of Aditi. Now, moving to the next question is like we tend to do stock research before investing anywhere. So, how much time should one devote to the research?
It's depend upon person to person. What is your understanding about the stock market? If you can analyze the this data. So let's say if you are comparing, if you're looking at any stock, so what you need to do is you have to look at the profitability of the company every quarter. If the profit is going up, then you can stick with that company, right? If you feel that the profit is not going up to your expectation, or it's declining the profit, so that is a time where you can exit from that particular stock.
Thank you so much, sir. The next question from the audience is, apart from the profit margin, what else should one consider before selling the shares?
Or the story of that company. If you feel that, let's say now Reliance have a story that they are coming up with that's renewable energy. They are spending somewhere 70,000 crore rupees, and renewable energy is the future of our country. And what we expecting that we can produce the electricity as much as we can also export that energy. Now we are importer. Now we'll become an exporter of the energy. So if this story comes in the picture, or it becomes reality, or if you feel that it can become a reality, you can stick with the company. If you feel that that cannot be a reality in future, then it's better you sell out the share or don't invest in that particular business. Or next, or I can give an example like what we feel that electronic car is the future of our country, right? If you feel that we can, the government can create enough infrastructure for this electric car, then you can stick with that story. If you feel that no, our government cannot create enough infrastructure for electric car, then that it doesn't make any sense to keep invested with that Tata Motors. So that's how it works. Tata Motors is in loss, but you feel that the price goes up. Whenever it comes down, it goes up, right? Why? Because there is a story. And if you believe in that story, you stick with that company. If you don't believe in that story, come out from the business.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir. Your responses were extremely insightful, and your zeal towards your work is very motivating for all of us. Now, we truly appreciate the support of our teachers and fellow attendees. Your presence was a compliment to each one of us. We are really grateful for your cooperation, kindness, and enthusiasm. Now, I would like to pass on the virtual mic to Sapna ma'am, the convener of this event, to come and share a few words of wisdom with us.
Thank you, Beta. I, Sapna Dhaliwal, on the behalf of Mata Sundari College for Women, take an opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on our 2-day session organized by Uddam, the Entrepreneur Cell, an initiative of IQSC in collaboration with Department of Commerce. First of all, I thank Mr. Pulak Bhattacharya, Vice President, Bombay Stock Exchange Institute Limited, who graced us with his presence and shared with us his words of wisdom. I'm also grateful to Mr. Sri Ram Mehta to highlight different concept of capital market, and our speaker for today, Mr. Harpreet Singh, for introduce the word of stock broker to our students. We have been fortunate to be assisted by our respected principal professor, Dr. Harpreet Kaur. You have been a constant support and you have given us a lot of encouragement. Thank you, ma'am. I would also like to thank our Entrepreneur Cell Uddam coordinator, Ms. Prabsharan Kaur, coordinator IQSC, Dr. Lukesh Kumar Gupta, our teacher in charge, Ms. Jaspal Kaur, advisor, Ms. Kawaljit Kaur, co-convener, Entrepreneur Cell, Ms. Manjot Kaur, and Dr. Ishpreet Kaur for their valuable suggestion. I also appreciate the hard work of our Uddam student team who knows their task and are very much result-oriented to achieve it. This event would not have been possible without our technical team, with special mention of Ms. Sangeeta. Last but not least, I thank you all, the students who showing their interest in the program. I once again thank you everyone for making this program a success. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for your participation.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your kind words. Also, a big thank you to our honorable speakers who have been our guiding lights, all the teachers who constantly supported us throughout the event, our audience for patiently hearing us out, and our whole team because of the efforts we made.
Mr. Ashish, want to have word with you all, if you allow us.
Yes, sir, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. We want to share some PPT. Ashish want to share some PPT. He will take 10 minutes. Can you allow us to share a PPT?
Sure, sir.
Ria, you stop presenting.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon to all of you. Yeah, good afternoon to all of you. Yeah, Mr. Harpreet has already discussed with you regarding market and about the company. Now I will discuss what proposal we have for you, so you can associate with Globe Capital. We have one program which we have related to Atmanirbhar Bharat. You can become our business partner. So this is our proposal, business associate program. Business associate program is thank you so much. Okay, the business we have a one business associate program for you. This is an internship program where we aspiring individual can start and run a business of their own. So what kind of business we can do, as Harpita has already told you, we have two kind of business model over here. One is referral AP and second is independent AP. In case of referral AP, you just have to introduce your references to the company, and company will take care of their trading parts. Second is independent AP. In the case of independent AP, we require a branch setup. You should have a office infrastructure and basic infrastructure, just like a laptop and a desktop, printer, scanner, and you can start your business from your location. You can start from it from your house even. So what's the benefit to become our business partner is become your own boss. क्या है कि आप जब आप कभी कभी के बिजनेस स्टार्ट करते हैं, जॉब स्टार्ट करते हैं या कुछ है, तो आपको किसी को रिपोर्ट करना होता है. लेकिन इन केस ऑफ बिजनेस एसोसिएट प्रोग्राम, यू आर ऑन बॉस ऑफ योर प्रोग्राम. एक्वायर अनलिमिटेड इनकम पोटेंशियल, बहुत इनकम पोटेंशियल है. यू कैन एक्वायर एज मैनी क्लाइंट्स और यू कैन अर्न unlimited income. Network with high net worth individual, partner with 30 years of legacy. आप Globe Capital is a 30 years old company and we have a 30 years experience. So if you become our business partner, then you will gain the legacy, 30 years of legacy. Have a perfect work-life balance. अब इसमें if you do any job, आपको क्या है, पूरा 9 hours complete करना पड़ेगा. एक संडे ऑफ रहता है, उसके अंदर भी मल्टीपल्स काम है. लेकिन अगर आप जैसे हरप्रीत ने भी बताया था, अगर आप इसको 1.5 years या 2 years इस बिजनेस को देते हैं तो ये ऑटो मोड में आ जाता है. तो इसमें क्या है कि आपको जो भी आप क्लाइंट एक्वायर करते हैं और उनका साथ उनको ट्रेन करते हैं कि किस तरह से ट्रेडिंग किया जाता है. रिसर्च ग्लोब ही देगा अपनी. तो इसके बाद आप अपना काम खुद से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं और आपके बिजनेस पार्टनर इसमें जो एज ए बिजनेस पार्टनर आप हमारे साथ एसोसिएट हो सकते हैं इसके अंदर. मैं वो सब चीज़ें हटा रहा हूँ जो हरप्रीत ऑलरेडी आपको बता चुके हैं कि हमारे ग्लोब कैपिटल के बारे में. ये सब उस ग्लोब कैपिटल के बारे में ही है सारा कुछ. ये हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं: इक्विटी, डेरिवेटिव, करेंसी, कमोडिटी, इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफरिंग्स, कॉर्पोरेट फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट, पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट, बॉन्ड्स, म्यूचुअल फंड. ये दिस इज आवर टेक्नोलॉजी. वी हैव वन mobile trading app, Globe Trade Smart. We have one desktop based software. We have one web based software. These are business associate program, independent AP. As I told you, independent APs are APs who have their own office setup and basic infrastructure. They acquire and provide services to their clients all by themselves. One is co-working AP. Suppose you would like to start your own business, but you don't have your own space. So we also provide the co-working AP. We have one office set up in Pusa Road, Delhi. So we can provide you one space over there. You can sit there. We will provide you the desktop, internet, and landline. So you can start your business from there also. रेफरल ईपी जो मैंने आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि इसमें आपको रेफरेंसेस हैं वो आपको देना है. वी विल प्रोवाइड यू वन रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर. रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर विल टेक केयर ऑफ योर क्लाइंट्स. यू जस्ट हैव टू गिव योर रेफरेंसेस टू योर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजर. You have to open account with Globe Capital and relationship manager will provide all services. Right. सारे डिस्कशन में इस मैट्रिक्स को समझना बहुत जरूरी है. इफ यू वांट टू बी बिकम आवर बिजनेस पार्टनर तो आपको क्या एक्सपेंसेस है. इसमें फिक्स कॉस्ट 1 to 1 लाख इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का दिया हुआ है. दिस इज नॉट कॉस्ट एक्चुअली. आपको जो डेस्कटॉप और प्रिंटर, स्कैनर और जो बेसिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का बताया था ये है. You'd have to give security deposit which will be completely refundable. That is rupees 50,000. सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट है जो रिफंडेबल होगा. ये कोवर्किंग प्रीमियम सिटिंग प्लान में भी रहेगा. फर्स्ट जो है इंडिपेंडेंट एपी का है. दूसरा जो कॉलम है कोवर्किंग प्रीमियम सिटिंग प्लान है. थर्ड इज कोवर्किंग स्टार्ट सिटिंग प्लान है. और एक रेफरल एपी का है. तो इसमें आपको 50,000 रुपीज पे करना होगा एज ए सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट. तीनों मॉडल के अंदर एक रेफरल एपी है. इसके अंदर 10,000 सिक्योरिटी डिपॉजिट होना चाहिए विच इज नॉट मेंशन ओवर हियर बट 10,000 रुपीज होता है. इसके बाद इसमें शेयरिंग्स क्या होता है. तो वट एवर द रेवेन्यू विल जनरेट, इसमें 70-30 की शेयरिंग्स के प्रोपोर्शनेट में हम शेयर करते हैं. सपोज आपने 10 to 15 या 20 क्लाइंट्स एक्वायर किए हैं और उन क्लाइंट्स ने जो ट्रेडिंग किया है उस ट्रेडिंग से जो रेवेन्यू जनरेट हुआ है वो करीब 1 लाख अराउंडेड है. तो उसके अंदर 70% आपका मतलब 70,000 आपका रहेगा, 30,000 कंपनी को मिलेगा. द मिनिमम इसमें मिनिमम टू ग्लोब का एक क्राइटेरिया होता है कि ये बेसिक जो ब्रोकरेज है उसके अंदर आप 2 पैसे से ब्रोकरेज किसी क्लाइंट को कम नहीं लगाएंगे. उस कंडीशन में इस तरह का रेवेन्यू आपको मिलेगा. रेफरल केस में क्या होता है 30-70 है. उसके अंदर आपको क्योंकि आपका सिर्फ आप अकाउंट ओपन कर रहे हैं, सर्विसेज जो है क्लाइंट्स दे रहे हैं, जो सॉरी आरएम देगा हमारा, तो उसमें आरएम को सर्विसेज देगा, तो इस केस में शेयरिंग जो है वो कम रहता है। 30% शेयरिंग जो है वो ऑथराइज पर्सन का रहेगा, 70% कंपनी का रहेगा। मिनिमम कमिटमेंट टू ग्लोब, इसमें क्या है कि अगर आप कोई हैंडसम शेयरिंग ले रहे हैं तो इसमें इतना रेवेन्यू तो होना चाहिए कि 1000 टू ग्लोब मिलना चाहिए इसके अंदर, तो ये इसमें कमिटमेंट है, बाकी किसी में नहीं है। को वर्किंग वाले के अंदर भी 70-30 और 60-40 है। एक में क्या होता है, हम सिटिंग फीस लेते हैं को वर्किंग के अंदर, जो कि 8000 रुपीज मेंशन है, तो हम 70-30 लेते हैं। अगर आप सिटिंग फीस नहीं देना चाहते हैं तो 60-40 की शेयरिंग रहेगी। उसके अंदर में 50,000 टू कंपनी आफ्टर 3 मंथ्स रेवेन्यू टू ग्लोब होना चाहिए। तो ये है। इसमें से रिलेटेड कोई किसी की कोई क्वेरी है तो आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं।
Okay, so there was this one query of the students.
जी
Is there any minimum education qualification required to become a business associate?
यस मैम, AP should be 10+2 at least.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for your few minutes. Your guidance had a significant impact on each student here and would open their doors of success.
Thank you
And
so
I'm
much.
and I'm sure all the participants will be willing to turn up for the same.
I would like to share my mobile number with you all so that you can contact me for business any kind of business program.
Okay, sure, sir.
Uh,
You can tell the number.
Please note down.
I'll
It
drop it
is
in the chat box.
9958
99.
58
Yes.
99 4934.
Thank you so much, sir.
Should I repeat?
No, sir, we've dropped the number in the chat box.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like Aina to take over the mic.
Just let us continuing the session. Let him finish. So you can continue.
Okay. Now, what is the criteria to join Globe Capital as an authorized person? So, what is the eligibility? So, it is person should be have good track record and reputation in financial services, other business social circles with a good client base, minimum 2-3 years experience in selling financial product in when broker, AP और employee or existing broker. अब इसमें मैंने आपको मेंशन किया कि 2-3 साल का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, लेकिन क्योंकि आप जो कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स हैं और जो फ्रेशर्स हैं जो अपना सेल्फ रिलायंट होना चाहते हैं, आत्मनिर्भर बनना चाहते हैं और अपना खुद का स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं स्टार्टअप, तो उनके लिए भी हमने मॉड्यूल तैयार करा है। अगर आप हमारे साथ एज ए एसोसिएट होते हो, एज ए ऑथराइज्ड पर्सन, देन वी हैव ए मॉड्यूल जिसके अंदर हम आपको 2-3 दिन ट्रेनिंग्स देंगे आपको अपने लोकेशन पर बुलाकर, और उसमें आपको पूरा अवेयर कराया जाएगा स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में, और आपको किस तरह से क्लाइंट एक्वायर करने हैं, क्या किस तरह के सर्विसेज देने हैं, और रिसर्च किस तरह से क्लाइंट तक पास ऑन करनी है और कैसे काम कराना है क्लाइंट को, ये सब कुछ हम आपको गाइड करेंगे। तो इसके लिए ये है कि आपको पहले एसोसिएट होना होगा, उसके बाद वो हम अपने ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल्स करेंगे, राइट। और बिजनेस पार्टनर शुड होल्ड वैलिड NISM सर्टिफिकेट फॉर F&O एंड करेंसी सेगमेंट्स। अब NISM सर्टिफिकेट्स हैं तो आपको करना होगा NISM के अंदर लॉगिन करके, और ये BSc भी कंडक्ट करते हैं NISM का प्रोग्राम, तो आप उनके साथ एसोसिएट होकर NISM के जो सर्टिफिकेशन प्रोग्राम है वो कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अब मैं आपको उसमें मल्टी टर्मिनल प्रोवाइड करूंगा जहाँ से आप क्लाइंट अगर आपको जो ऑर्डर करेगा वो आप ट्रेड जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे वो मल्टी टर्मिनल से करेंगे। उसके लिए अगर F&O और करेंसी में ट्रेड करने के लिए NISM का सर्टिफिकेट होना जरूरी है। ये तो उसके लिए NISM के करने के लिए आपको NISM की वेबसाइट पे जाके लॉगिन करके वहाँ का उसमें मॉड्यूल को आप देख सकते हैं, राइट। ये कुछ हमारे टेस्टिमोनियल हैं जो हमारे जो बड़े सब ब्रोकर्स कुछ हैं तो उन्होंने मेंशन किया है। ये सब कुछ मैं आपके साथ भी शेयर कर लूँगा पीपीटी, तो आपको सब मिल जाएगा। मैंने अपना बाकी सेल नंबर आपके साथ शेयर किया हुआ है, और वो आपको कुछ और फर्दर क्वेरी है तो यू कैन आस्क विद मी एनी टाइम। इसमें सब ब्रोकर के लिए मुझे जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स की रिक्वायर रहती है वो क्लियर कॉपी ऑफ पैन कार्ड, कॉपी ऑफ एजुकेशन, रेजिडेंस प्रूफ, एक ऑफिस एड्रेस अगर होता है तो कोई, एक कैंसल चेक कॉपी, बैंक प्रूफ जो भी है, और ऑल सपोर्टिंग डॉक्यूमेंट शुड बी सेल्फ अटेस्टेड, ऑल सपोर्टिंग डॉक्यूमेंट ऑफ इंडिविजुअल शुड बी ट्रूली अटेस्टेड बाय थर्ड पार्टी नोटरी एंड सीए। ये पार्ट टू पार्ट अगर कॉर्पोरेट कोई क्लाइंट होता है, पार्टनरशिप या कॉर्पोरेट क्लाइंट, उसके अंदर में अटेस्टेशन चाहिए होता है। तो दिस इज ऑल फ्रॉम माय साइड। अगर आपकी कुछ क्वेरी है तो आप प्लीज पूछ सकते हैं।
No, sir, things are very clear by now.
Pardon, ma'am, come again, please.
No, sir, things are crystal clear. It's well explained by you right now.
Okay. Thank you so much for attending this session.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would request the audience to get ready and please turn on your cameras so that we can take a picture. On a count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
So it would be great if you can turn on your videos too.
Thank you so much, everyone. So the feedback form has been dropped up in the chat box. I would request everyone to please fill the feedback form before leaving this session.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. You can fill the feedback form and leave the session.
You can stop the recording.